Everybody is looking for hope. The Oji River flowed like a silver ribbon. It wound through green hills and forests. The village of Nsude nestled beside it. The people of Nsude loved their river. It gave them life and joy. Children played in its shallows. Fishermen cast their nets in its depths. Women washed clothes on the smooth, flat rocks. The air was always filled with the sound of laughter and splashing water. The river was their friend. It was their protector. It was the heart of their village. The elders told stories of the Oji River, a river that had been the lifeblood of their village for generations. They said it had magical powers, powers that were beyond human understanding. Its waters could heal the sick and mend broken hearts, bringing solace to those in need. People came from far and wide to bathe in the river, seeking its miraculous benefits. They drank from its cool, clear water, feeling its refreshing touch on their lips. They left feeling refreshed and renewed, their spirits lifted and their bodies healed. But now, the river was changing. Its flow was weakening, and the once abundant waters were dwindling. The water was not as clear as it used to be, and a murkiness had settled in. A sadness fell over the village, a deep sorrow that was felt by all. They knew they had to act, to come together as a community and find a solution. They had to save their beloved river, the source of their life and happiness.
We must act now before it is too late. The river is our lifeline, the very essence of our existence. Without it, we cannot thrive, and our way of life will be lost forever.
Adanna was a young woman of Nsude, a village known for its rich traditions and deep connection to nature. She was admired by many for her grace and wisdom, even at a young age. She had always loved the river that flowed near her village. It was her sanctuary, a place where she found peace and solace. She would spend hours sitting on its banks, watching the water glisten under the sun, feeling the gentle breeze on her face. She would listen to the water flow, its soothing sounds like a melody that calmed her soul. She knew the legends of the river, stories passed down through generations. She believed in the river's magic, the tales of its healing powers, and the spirits that protected it. The river was more than just water to her, it was a living entity. When she saw the river weakening, its once vibrant flow reduced to a trickle, she felt a deep sadness. It was as if a part of her was fading away.
I cannot stand by and do nothing. This river is the lifeblood of our village, and I must do everything in my power to save it. I must find a way to restore our river, to bring back its strength and vitality. The future of our village depends on it.
Adanna knew she had to do something. She couldn't bear to see the river, her beloved sanctuary, wither away. She decided to embark on a quest, a journey that would take her far from her village in search of answers and solutions. She would find a way to restore the river's flow, to bring back the life and magic that once thrived in its waters. She would bring back its magic, not just for herself, but for her village and the generations to come. Adanna's calling was clear, and she was ready to answer it. A journey of courage. Adanna's journey was long and difficult. She crossed mountains and valleys. She faced many dangers. Wild animals threatened her. The hot sun beat down on her. But Adanna never gave up. She knew the river needed her. The village needed her. She drew strength from the stories of her ancestors. She remembered their courage and resilience. This gave her the strength to continue. Finally, she reached a wise old hermit. He lived deep in the forest. He knew the secrets of the river. In a small village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, the Oji River was once the lifeblood of the community. It provided water for their crops, fish for their meals, and a place for children to play. But over time, the villagers began to neglect the river, forgetting its importance in their daily lives. The hermit listened to Adanna, a young woman with a heart full of hope and determination. She had come to seek his wisdom, hoping to find a way to save the river. He was impressed by her courage and her unwavering belief that the river could be saved. Adanna's passion ignited a spark in the hermit, reminding him of the river's former glory. He told her the river was drying up because people had forgotten its importance. The once mighty Oji River had been reduced to a mere trickle, its banks dry and cracked. They had taken it for granted, using its waters without thought or care. The river, once a symbol of life and prosperity, had become a shadow of its former self. They needed to remember its power, the life it brought to their village, and the balance it maintained in their ecosystem. The community had to come together to revive the river. They needed to show their gratitude, not just in words, but in actions. They needed to care for the river, to nurture it as it had nurtured them for generations. The hermit gave Adanna a small seed, a symbol of new beginnings and hope. He told her that this seed held the power to remind the villagers of the river's magic. He instructed her to plant it at the river's source, where the first drops of water emerged from the earth. This act would be the first step in the river's rebirth. He said it would remind people of the river's magic, the life it brought, and the harmony it created. The seed would grow into a symbol of their renewed commitment to the river. Adanna returned to the village. She planted the seed with care and hope, believing in the promise of a brighter future. Soon the river began to flow again. The first trickles of water turned into a steady stream, and the Oji River was reborn. It was stronger than before, clearer than before. The village rejoiced, celebrating the return of their beloved river. They had learned their lesson. The river was not just a resource, but a vital part of their lives and their heritage. They would always cherish their river, understanding its true value and the balance it brought to their world. They would never take it for granted again. The villagers pledged to protect the Oji River, ensuring it would flow for generations to come. The Oji River once more flowed with life and hope. It was a testament to the power of community, the importance of nature, and the enduring spirit of